Alright, today is Monday, April 12 of 2026, and I took a small loss on gold for sales. So yeah, I'll show you guys that setup was pretty much, we had a huge dump during the market open, which led us to have all these gaps, this big gap, new week opening gap, and we retraced into that 50% equilibrium. 15-minute structure was kind of decent. I mean, it was okay, but I entered on a demo account on this area, and then I waited for another dip to enter on some of my accounts. So I added a position around this area because we were pushing down, about to push down, but then I guess I didn't wait for it to actually close below this area and trailed my stop right over here, and we got stopped. So target would have been probably like around this area on this gap, but like I said, we lost this, so it doesn't really matter. I've journaled this and made sure that it's in my journal, and so now I'm just waiting for another opportunity. If not, sticking to swings, either buys above this level or a continuation to the downside, down to these levels right over here for sells. But yeah, that's a quick recap of my trade.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can we go home now? It's getting later, baby. Can we go home now? You think it's time to get up? We're on our own now. No place to try to visit.
Currently on a gold buys since we started creating higher lows. I mean, we created this higher lows where I've pretty much entered too early, I think, but it's breaking these highs over here, and so I'm just holding it and targeting a high right over this, probably past this area hopefully, but we'll be letting you guys know, or we'll be updating on how this trade goes. But I'm off the gym, finished working out. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Took an L on this previous trade. Now I'm just journaling this and moving on from it. But we are currently on a buy. So like I said in the gym, we're gonna see how this goes, and yeah. Oh my frick, I wasn't recording, but I basically was just journaling my freaking trade, and I did not record. Frick. We are on a trade, so basically targeting a 1 to 2, very small position on my live account, targeting this, maybe taking partials and aiming for a higher time frame high, which we did push I think last week. So I might be targeting this area for long term, which would be a 1 to 2 RR, but we'll see. But for now, just 1 to 2, aiming on these highs, lower time frame wise, potentially breaking this. Kind of risky, but again, following my plan here, because we see a 15-minute, push up, 15-minute fair value gap and equilibrium, and so 5-minute break of structure, kind of entered on a retrace. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Update on the setup that I took, I think last night or the other day. Yeah, it lost, although we followed our plan, and it is what it is. But entered on another long. Just setup is us rejecting a 1 hour support level and just targeting a previous high on the 4 hour or 1 hour. But yeah, that's it. So far we're still following our plan and being consistent, showing up every day. But yeah, just got back from the gym and gonna do some Bible reading, and it's my day off tomorrow, so I'll probably start editing this video and see what I can get from this. Alright, we just got destroyed by gold. Literally. Well, do I feel sad? Not as I used to, how I would usually react, but yeah. That's unlucky we got destroyed. Move on to the next one. We're currently on a losing streak. A bunch of small losses for this week. And yeah, literally very unlucky so far. Yeah, this is the track record for this week. Straight up unlucky. But I'm learning to actually take pleasure or be happy because I followed my plan. I took my one trade today. I lost and that's it. Although I should have waited for, I guess, an actual setup instead of relying on pure market structure. But yeah, anyways, I will probably journal this tomorrow. But yeah. So last night before I went to sleep, I set everything to break even. Just because the news about Iran, apparently they paused whatever was going on between US and Iran, and so break even. And yeah, we are break even. So far this week has been all red days and very unlucky, very unfortunate. So yeah, catch you guys on the next one, I guess. Unlucky week so far. Don't let anyone capture you with empty philosophies and high sentiments that come from human thinking and from spiritual powers of this world, rather than these struggles of mine, Lord. Help me, Lord, give me the courage to bring it to life, to bring it to light, Lord, and help me, Lord, not to keep it in the darkness, and just open it up to my brothers. Trade recap of last night's trade London session. I still see bullish on this. The reason why I took it is because we were still respecting this fair value gap in equilibrium after we pushed up a couple of days ago. Retracing to that, we were consolidating, kind of rejecting on downside. So I took a 15-minute break of structure and TP hit. Woke up and saw this, which feels good because we've pretty much taken all our losses from this week and was able to get all the profits back, all the losses back. And unfortunately for our long position on our swing, broke us even, consolidated, and pumped right after the Strait of Hormuz, or I don't know what you say, Strait of Hormuz reopened during the session. And so yeah, but we're already out of the trade and we do not have to worry about it. There's more trades to come, I guess, next week. But this is such a good end of my week because I got all my losses back, and we're only break even on my challenge account and FTMO accounts. So W week, got my losses back, and yeah.